Finally beat it. Ghost of Yotei. This is a full-on review. It took me 60 hours, even though that goddamn bird was distracting me from killing the Yōtei 6, which is the true villain of this fucking goddamn game. Yeah, the bird that leads you to, like, secret things. Like, oh, there's hidden things here. There's hidden things there.
Did it come in?
The fucking bird was just everywhere. It did not want me to do jack shit. I spent 30 hours in this game, or 40 hours. And I came to a realization, I only killed one boss. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing right now? I need to kill the Yōtei 6. I need to get my revenge. But
wait, so you went from, in 20 hours, you killed all the Yōtei 6?
Yes. Because I accomplished everything and then went after those fuckers. They didn't know what was coming. I was coming.
Must have been
I was coming for revenge, baby.
You just look at them and they died?
I wish, man. No, this game was... good. It was good.
It was good.
It was good. I was gonna say great.
Oh, but it's not.
But this is not a game I am going to replay again like I did with Tsushima.
Oh, okay.
This game actually makes me want to go back to Tsushima. And I came to the realization of this just recently is because the story kind of falls flat for me a little bit. I enjoyed that the tone was very different because it had that revenge tone to it, and it was very different from Tsushima, but like for some reason, the writing was fine, but like I watched another guy reviewed it, and he's just like, they took away all the cutscenes. There wasn't a lot of cutscenes that showed that emotion that she's going through. You know what I mean?
That's weird.
And I understand a little bit why. And I think it's just mostly because of it's mostly because of the background scenery is super nice, but you don't get you get some cutscenes, but they don't hit when they're supposed to hit. And there's this one part in the story where Atsu was dealing with a dilemma, like an actual no shit choice, and you thought she would grow from it, but it didn't happen, and I was pissed off at this character.
Can you talk about that choice?
I can't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to get spoiled.
Brett's going to play it, and I want to get his feel on it. But it felt very just it wasn't impactful enough. I did tear up on certain missions in the game, but not as much as Tsushima. I cried like a baby in a lot of that. It was just phenomenal storytelling, and just that really didn't do it for me. The gameplay wise, and this is another thing I noticed, is that it is more difficult with this one than Tsushima. Tsushima was hard, but even playing on medium, I got the rhythm. But sometimes in this game, it seems like even if you have the rhythm down, you still get your ass kicked, badly. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Am I parrying wrong? Am I, dodging at the wrong timing? It just seems almost impossible and almost feels like a Dark Souls game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have... It just seems like you're going to get fucking hit. I'm not getting better at this game how I felt with Tsushima. And I don't know. It's just the other stuff. There was great big improvements in it. I mean, I don't mind the rock paper scissors aspect of it. They use this weapon, I use this one, and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are complaining about that, but that's Tsushima in a nutshell, basically, in my own eyes. So that doesn't really bother me. The weapon choices were fun. It just felt like I was using more weapons this time, like the quick fire gadgets, just because some of the enemies were just fucking awful. And I thought, once I get towards in-game stuff, I will be, invincible, like I usually am with Tsushima. I level up, do all this other stuff, crazy stuff, but I didn't get that feeling anymore. I didn't feel like I was a Onro, like they were promoting, just like how in Tsushima, Jin was a ghost and people were actually terrified of him. I don't know, it's just something about it just didn't sit well with me. But yeah, I don't know.
What would you give the game?
I will still, I'll give this game a 8.5. It's still amazing game. I not time wasted, not money wasted or anything like that, or time. But another big complaint is just once you beat the game, because I am 2 trophies away from platinum it, and I collected everything, done all the side missions, did everything. But there's no enemies around, really. It's kind of hard to find fucking enemies after that. Because I cleared out everything. And
doesn't in the end of Ghosts,
Same
the
thing
enemies
happens.
come back?
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
don't come back. You'll see random enemies like walking around every once in a while, just like with this one. You'll see them like every once in a while, but not as routinely. So I kind of wish there was a feature to like turn them back on so I can accomplish some of the tasks that I need for like trophy hunting or anything like that.
Did you? Because the mission, this game is all about finding and killing the Yōtei 6.
Yes.
Was there any surprises along the way that was like, oh, I didn't expect that, or without obviously spoiling anything?
I think like what they were going for, because it was supposed to be a revenge story and she was just supposed to be a loner. I think it was kind of expected of what was going to happen at the end in my own eyes, and it kind of did happen. And you start feeling that after, like, once you hit chapter 3, like chapter 3, which is towards the end, you can see where the story's going along with it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a surprise, but there wasn't any like really big like oh shit moments. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Tsushima didn't have any big shit moments, and like at the end of the game. I know
it didn't need it though. It's
it
like that's
didn't
why I'm
need
like
it.
I was
Yeah,
I was
it didn't
hoping for
need
this one there'd be like some kind of like that's your goal throughout this whole thing, but then it's like, oh, there's something more that, you know, beyond that like opens up that like
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, Atsu opens up more as like a person, I guess, you know.
yeah.
But I don't want to give too much
Right.
away without you
Yeah.
know spoiling anything. And then like I don't know. I wish the customizations were a little bit better. It's just I don't know. I just couldn't find the right fit for me in this game.
I feel like there's a lot of just like stuff I don't really care about.
yeah.
It's like there's a lot of like these masks that I don't really like. I don't think they look cool. And there's a lot of masks.
Yeah.
And then outfit wise, it was. And I also hate the fact that it's like, well, if I love the way this outfit looks, but it doesn't have the buffs that I want. You know, you can't transmog.
Yeah, I
or
wish
whatever,
there was a transmog, and I don't think they had a transmog in the last one.
No, I don't think so either.
But I mean, like besides that, it's a solid game. Semi-solid story is just like I don't know, man. It's just especially just after the fact, like
Game of
there's
the year?
not much to do. No, it's still Death Stranding 2 for me for game of the year. Like hands down, that game got it. But I don't know. It's just I hope to see more of the Ghost franchise, you know, and I'm ready for the multiplayer and hopefully DLC, just like they did with the first one.
Iki Island or whatever it was. Yeah.
So I'm curious how that will progress because how the story ended, you're kind of like, I don't think we can progress in this. Not unless it's like how they did with Iki Island. It was just part of the story that you haven't done yet until you went to the end story. So I don't know. Like some of the takedowns and shit are pretty fucking cool, especially when you get that chain and the little ball in the end.
Mhm.
That's super fun. So I don't know. It was just a little, yeah.
I guess not every sequel can be as good as its original. You know, it's.
And that's
I mean,
what I'm
Borderlands is
saying.
another example too. It's like, you know, Borderlands 2 is still and forever will always be probably the best one. You know, Ghost of Tsushima just hit it out of the park with the first game. That it's like I really, really, really wanted this game to be better, and it's a great game, but it's, you know, it's Ghost of Tsushima was magic, and like they couldn't build new magic in this. It's just an expansion to what was already there.
I mean, but there's still like a lot of improvements gameplay wise. Well, I wouldn't say gameplay wise, but like just
quality of
life stuff, you know. But like, I wish they had more cutscenes. I think that would have helped tell the story a little bit better, and have a more impactful hit. And it's just Jin's story was just, it was just phenomenal. And you do have a side mission where it talks about Jin and stuff like that, which was very interesting. I'm glad I kind of had that little bit of closure because they did it pretty good. But I kind of wish we just had another Ghost of Tsushima.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to see how it played out and play it out. So,
did they ever add new characters and stuff? I mean, you have the wolf pack that keeps getting expanded. That a lot of them are just like merchants, right?
And stuff. Yeah.
Did they ever add any new characters that were like actually had more story to them?
And I think that's what like really like they did, right? But they weren't they weren't really that involved in everything. You know what I mean? It was just yeah.
Yeah.
Side characters, I think that was a big miss. Like, they no good supporting characters, or they didn't let them shine really at all in telling their story.
Well, even like we were talking off camera and stuff like that. Like one of the big mechanics in this game, Austin, is like this bounty thing where you can go up to a bounty board and collect bounties, and each person that you fight has like a story about them. Like they are, this feared person that does XYZ thing, and they got like a face, and that's like they're unique. They're all very very unique. But the problem is you are sent on a mission to go kill this person. You have like a short 5-minute little segment where you track them down, you see them, you kill them, and then there's nothing more of that person ever again. And it's like they did an interesting job of like setting up this like the like the mystery and the weirdness of like these different people, but you don't get they're just like very quickly an afterthought as soon as you kill them and collect your bounty. And I almost wish there was like a bounty. I mean, I guess it makes sense. A bounty, you're gonna go hit the bounty and take them out, but I almost wish there was more of like a tracking kind of thing where it's like you have like 5 missions you have to go through to like
a build
try
up.
and find a build up to that, so you learn more about this mysterious creep person, and they can build more of a character. And then you go in there and have that final like duel takedown, and then it's like, oh man, I just freaking like took them out, and like you learn how bad they are and can like have more gravitas to the actual fight. And they just don't have that.
I did do one bounty mission, and it didn't hit me until I saw like a TikTok about it. But what it is I think it's called The Last Samurai or something like that. And you go up to the bounty and you duel the guy, and he's standing by these graves because he's one of the 4 brothers. And each grave has a flower bed set up next to it, and one's red, orange, and blue. And it turns out that's a reference to the Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. And like the last one was the orange one.
That's cool.
And you let him live, but in order to like say he's dead because he was doing all this good and people were chasing after him, and you like made a grave for him even though you didn't kill him. So it was pretty interesting. That was pretty cool. There's certain bounties that are cool, and there are some. I did one. I think one of the last bounties I did, I let the guy go and then he came back, but it was it was part of the story, and I had to go hunt him down again.
Yeah.
So, but no, you're right. I get, to have a little bit better build up with these NPCs and the supporting characters are cool. Would be nice. So, and then like the wolf companion thing, I kind of wish that was a little bit better. I know I got them improved all the way, and whenever I walk up to a Yōtei 6 thing, I can play his little guitar music and he'll come up with me and help me out a lot, which was very helpful.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish you can call them at any point instead of just only at campsites, which kind of gets me every once in a while. But
yeah, well, yeah, because like she was, it's a she, by the way.
Oh yeah, she.
She was coming up to me when I started Duel, and that was cool. And then all of a sudden, it like stopped. Like I started doing the duels.
It's very random.
It showed up. It was weird.
All depends on because you have a percentage bar on your outfits and stuff. And if your percentage bar is your Oni or whatever percentage is all the way up, then it'll more than likely come more often. That's what that one's for.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
interesting.
But yeah, I don't know. This game, I've been watching. I have my TikTok feeds covered with ghost stuff, and like Ghost of Tsushima keeps popping up, and it like shows moments of cinematic stuff that happened. I'm like, God, that was such a fucking like great moment, And in this one, like, there's a moment in Ghost of Tsushima where Jin's uncle is like giving him the adoption papers, and it's like, put the ghost down. Like, I'm getting chills right now. Put the ghost down and join our family. And he has to make a decision, and I'm getting goosebumps. So it was so good. It was so like that scene. They have the fire in the background and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, and I don't get that moment with Ghost of Yotei, unfortunately. And I'm like, man, that was such a strong moment right there. And I'm just like, damn, dude. So I'm really thinking about playing Ghost of Tsushima for the 11th time. So like that's where I'm like at with this.
Title of this video: Why Ghost of Tsushima made me return, or why Ghost of Yotei made me return to Ghost of Tsushima.
So where does the story fall flat for you?
It's just like
halfway through.
It falls flat for me. Like I came to this realization after defeating the second member of the Yōtei 6.
So this is like 40 hours in?
Yeah, this is like 40 hours in. I was just like, man, like, what is this? What is this missing? And it's the supporting characters and those goddamn, like, good.
Now, when you say the second, are you saying, like, because you kill off the first one, like, very early? Third one. Okay, got it.
So, like, I'm just like, it's just in that first opening scene of Ghost of Yotei, I know I said it wasn't, like, impactful, but it was still a nice cutscene. It felt like, oh, I'm about to play Ghost, you know? It's not as impactful as it was in Ghost of Tsushima, how the war was happening and all that other stuff, but it still had that nice cutscene, that damn good details. And in just this one, it just feels like, man, what is happening here? And like even with your senseis and stuff in Tsushima, they had their whole story arc.
Yeah,
and you played through it with them.
That was
dealing
great,
with like their apprentice or dealing with her family dying and all this other stuff, and you're solving this mystery with them or going along on this adventure, and it felt more impactful. It felt like that was your wolf pack right there in Tsushima. With this one, with Ghost of Yotei, you don't have those supporting characters, and like Brett said, you don't really get involved in their life that much.
You just got a wolf.
You just have a wolf that doesn't talk to you and wants to bite you all the time. Like, I fucking what to do, you know? But it's still a good game. I'm not hating on this game, but I just don't see myself replaying it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the multiplayer. I'm ready for it. But yeah. Oh, Tsushima. My love. God damn, dude.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's a bummer, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's the reality.
Look at that. Putting his hand out to touch the fucking flowers.
Yeah. It's good shit, man. Cool. Well, Ghost of Yotei, full review is it's worth a play.
Yeah, 100%.
But not worth a replay.
Is it worth buying now or waiting for a sale?
I would play it now. Like, there's nothing else out right now that's like single player fucking phenomenal game. And this one's still on that like phenomenal area, but it's just nothing like Tsushima. It's nothing like the first one.
Yeah.
Play style is like it, but like just overall tone is very different.